Hello, everybody. It is I, Granorite, and here we are back with another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Crystal with our Gen 2 type challenge of Ground type. We are here in Ecruteak, having beaten Morty and just evolved our Nidorina into a Nidoqueen, getting it up to level 25. And we're ready to make our way over towards Olivine and Cianwood, which is what we're going to do to start off this episode this morning. Hope you all are doing well on this Wednesday. I know it's not one of my normal streaming days, but I took today and tomorrow off, so I have a little bit of time to just chill and play some games, which I'm really looking forward to. Alright, we have a couple more. Or we have another level for Nidoqueen that we need to get in order to get it up with everybody else, so we're going to take out a couple, a Hop Up and a Skip Loom. Nidoqueen's moveset is also complete now, so we are good. You know, it would be ideal if we taught her Earthquake, but we're going to teach that to Piloswine instead, because he does not learn it. So, we would rather have our Earthquake be there. Sorry. Alright, we're just going to speed through this fight because it's just a couple of Doduos that we're going to Thunder Punch. And this should level up Nidoqueen. And we'll just keep Nidoqueen up for this Wooper fight. Body slam it. Easy peasy. We'll swap up Cubone. Alright. And Cubone should be getting close to evolving. I think it's next level. Psyduck. Cubone and Swinub were really far ahead since they took on Morty's gym single-handedly, since we needed to keep Nidorina under level to get a Nidoqueen with Body Slam. Let's take on this Mr. Mime. Good flinch. Then we'll swap Nidoqueen up. Oh, that's not what I wanted to use, controller. I wanted to use Thunder Punch. Get this nugget. Then we'll take on these Slowpokes. Should be easy peasy for Nidoqueen. Oh. Held on just a bit, did he? Alright, we're gonna swap over to Swinub for these Pikachu fights. Quick attack. Good deal. Swinub faster than Pikachu when it doesn't use quick attack. Good to know. Alright, this should be pretty close to the same fight. Except I tried to use quick attack second and missed because of the mud slap. Headbutt the Poliwhirl. Gonna need 2 of those, but that's fine. Good flinch. Swap over to Nidoqueen for the Krabby. Then we'll use Cubone here on the Raticate. Alright, talk out our rival. Let's get into the mart. We're gonna sell the energy root and heal powder and nugget. And then we're gonna sell Shadow Ball. And then of course we're gonna buy a bunch of Super Repels. We'll keep Swinub up to start this next fight that we do. Let's just heal at the Poké Center since we're right here. And then get Strength. I think we're going to be teaching Strength here to Swinub too. Let me check my Pokédex. It's just because Swinub gets slower as a Piloswine. So there's no reason for us to have a Headbutt when Strength just does more damage, and we don't. And since we're slower, we won't be getting the flinch. Yeah, we are teaching Strength to Swinub. Alright. Gentleman Alfred with his Noctowl. Powder Snow. What did like nothing. Noctowl's got some pretty beefy special defense. We'll keep Swinub up for this fight. It's a Poliwag and a Poliwhirl. Almost got it. Picking those rocks up with his little bitty tusk and tossing them at this Poliwhirl. Alright, let's do Cubone for the next couple fights. We do fight all the low-level birds here, so we'll speed through this because we're just going to be headbutting each one. Alright. And then Cubone's in a prime position to take on these Growliths. Gentleman Preston. Easy peasy. All right. And there's our Marowak. Let's see the animation that we have here. Twirls that bone, very nice. I think we showed Nidoqueen after the evolution, but just in case we didn't, there it is. So let's swap Nidoqueen up. And we'll read about Marowak while we take on a few more trainers. So Marowak is a bipedal reptilian Pokemon with light brown skin and a cream-colored underside. Still medium fast leveling rate. 2 small claws, one on each hand, serve as its thumbs, and 1 large nail on each foot make up its toes. It has a short tail with a small spike near the tip. Marowak's head is composed of the skull it once wore as a mask. It can no longer remove the skull, which has become part of its body. The skull has 2 pointed spikes on the back, similar to ears, and a tiny nostril on the tip of the snout. Marowak's triangular brown eyes are also located in the skull. Marowak is well known for its ferocity with its bone club, which it is said to collect from a hidden graveyard. Upon evolution, Marowak has overcome the grief of its mother's passing. Now ferocious and violent, Marowak is an adept combatant that uses the bone it carries as a weapon and a boomerang. Having evolved, it seeks vengeance on its natural enemy Mandibuzz, which prey on Cubone because of its naturally weak and timid demeanor. Marowak has also been recorded pounding on boulders with a bone club it carries in order to tap out messages to others. It lives in mountains to test its skills. Marowak and its pre-evolved form Cubone are the only known Pokemon capable of learning the moves Bone Club and Boomerang. Marowak and Cubone are also the only known Pokemon capable of using the Thick Club item, and in Generation 2 and 3, Bone Rush was another one of its signature moves. And our Pokedex information for Marowak, Gold says it has been seen pounding boulders with its Bone Club, or with the bone it carries to tap out messages to others. Silver says it collects bones in an unknown place. A Marowak graveyard exists somewhere in the world, rumors say. And Crystal says somewhere in the world is a cemetery just for Marowak. It gets its bones from these graves. Swap Swinub up for this next upcoming fight. Do I just have... I have some super potions. Let's get Swagger. And that is our information there for Marowak. Which means our last evolution is Swinub into Piloswine at level 33. Alright, 2 Powder Snows and the Spearows go down. Now we just have this Fearow. Good peck. Good damage. Critical hit. Swinub is trying to learn Takedown. We'll learn Takedown in place of Tackle. Not like we're using Tackle for anything. Swap up Nidoqueen. Alright, we got that rare candy. Now let's finish out this tower. Double slap. Body slap. Ha ha. Alright, we got that super repel. Let's take on this sailor. Body slam this Machop. Good deal, Nidoqueen. Poliwhirl coming out next. Let's try our new Marowak out. I know it's not an ideal matchup, but Marowak should be plenty powerful to take out a Poliwhirl. That's 10 levels lower than it. Chuck that bone. Oh yeah. Be even better once we get that Fit Club item for it. Alright, we talked to Jasmine. We'll get this super potion over here. If you don't like flashing lights, please avert your eyes for a little bit. We're going to go down floors in 3, 2, 1. Alright, and we're past the flashing lights. Let us proceed. Let's start off with Swinub up front. It really doesn't matter whom we use here. Traveling across, it's not going to be the awesome matchup for a lot of our, well, Marowak and Swinub. Nidoqueen shouldn't have any issues. We really just need to get Swinub up to 30, which we should be able to do against these Tentacools pretty easy. They have pretty low defense. Swinub doesn't have the best stats, being that it's unevolved. Yeah, see, it barely survives. That one did not. So let's drop a super repel. Good damage. That Harden will not save you. Alright, we take down this next swimmer here. Still just barely survives. We have to finish it off with a Mud Slap, though. Alright, we're gonna let Nidoqueen take out these Shelders. That's not quite what Nidoqueen gets next fight, because it's 2 Shelders and a Wartortle. Wartortle is bulky boy. Alright. We'll swap Swinub back up. Marowak shouldn't have any issues taking any of these Pokemon out because of its, you know, high-powered Boomerang. We're gonna speed through this fight because it's just all low-level stuff. The only thing we have to worry about is the Remoraid and the Staryu. Get Swinub some good experience. Alright, we got a Tentacool, a Tentacruel. We get pretty close to finishing out Swinub with this Tentacruel. Good deal. Alright. We'll swap Swinub up because the last thing we have here is, what, 2 Goldings and a Seeking? Oh, we're confused. That's not good. Still got it. That one we didn't. Now we need to heal. Come on, Swinub. No! That's not what I wanted to use, but okay. Just trying to get you to level 30. That's all I was trying to do. Alright, let's swap the Marowak for the Seeking, because Seeking doesn't know any water attacks. Two smacks with the bone and down it goes. We'll swap Marowak up for the next couple fights. Good flinch. All right. Now Swinub's not going to be happy at these next 2 gems. We'll have to keep that in mind. Just not good matchups for Swinub upcoming. This guy's got the 2 Gyarados. Perfect for our Thunder Punching Nidoqueen. That's a bunch of experience. We'll swap Marowak back up. Now this could be a little dangerous for Marowak against the Starmie because it does no Bubble Beam. It doesn't take us down in a single hit, so that's good. And we missed the Boomerang. That's what I was worried about. Let's swap the Nidoqueen. That was a pretty crucial Boomerang to miss. Really took a lot of damage there. We're just gonna Boomerang through those horsies, and we're at Cianwood. Alright, we fully healed. We got the secret potion. We're gonna swap up Swinub. Take down Usin here. Didn't want to run, I wanted to use an awakening. Alright, Swinub's not going anywhere. I mean, we're winning the fight anyways. So I think we're going to be using Nidoqueen in the final fight here against Chuck. So we want to use Marowak starting out here. Remember I said it's not a good matchup in here for Swinub, so I'm trying to figure out where we want to get Swinub in. Marowak is going to be clutch in the next fight against Jasmine. Takes a kick and smacks him with the bone. Fire punch. Well, it's going to survive that because Hitmonchan has that really high defense. Let's let... Nidoqueen take on this next fight here. Rock Slide does hurt. Didn't flinch us because it went second. Should have used Seismic Toss. Alright, this is the fight we want to get Swinub in on. Two Mankeys and a Primeape. Almost got it in a single hit. Ooh, that low kick hurt. And there's the karate chop. That's what I was worried about. Oh, Marowak, no. Looks like I'm swapping. Okay, let's go heal. Let's see if Swinub can take on this Primeape. There's a good chance it can't, but I mean, it knows Karate Chop. Look at the damage. Okay, Swinub's down. Should have just stuck with Nidoqueen like my original plan. But down goes the Primeape. Now we have the Poliwrath. We're gonna Thunder Punch it. Aw, bad day for you, Poliwrath. Down it goes. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get Fly. Excuse me. Alright, let's fly back to Violet so we can get the rare candy here. We don't need the King's Rock this time. So we'll just go back to Olivine. Go deliver this potion. So, for those of you that are flashing light sensitive, if you want to just close your eyes while I'm going through here, I'll let you know when I'm out of the lighthouse because we're just going to speed up these steps and it's going to flash a lot. Alright, we're out of the lighthouse. We're going to keep Swinub up front to take on some Magnemites. Right, it did get the Supersonic off, even though we mud-slapped it. I don't have any heals. Right, we want to swap for Steelix. We're going to swap over to Marowak. It is super effective, but Steelix has got that defense. Wow, just still does some... Oh, I don't have any healing items. This could be bad. She's in a Hyper Potion. Alright, as long as we hit with this, good deal, Marowak. Alright, it can hit us with the Sonic Boom. We go down to 3, and then the Mud Slap takes it out. Alright, good deal. We are getting closer to having our own Piloswine. I want to go to Ecruteak. I just like skipped right past it, went through all the towns I could go to. We just need 2 more levels on our Swinub and we'll have our fully evolved team. Alright. We're just going to speed through these really low level trainers here. I can use Powder Snow here. Why am I not using Powder Snow? Alright. We've made it to Mahogany. We got a few more trainers to take out here. Frozen Solid. Hello, Farfetch'd. Down goes the Clefairy. Missed the Lickitung on the first one. Too distracted by the tongue. Alright, couple good bone rings there. Missed on the Nidoqueen on the first one. Oh, Slowbro survived just barely. But we got level 42 on Marowak, who's trying to learn Rage. You know, we'll put that in place of Growl. We're not going to be keeping it for long, because we're teaching Marowak's Rest and Sleep Talk when we get those. And we'll let Nidoqueen take on the red Gyarados. Thunder Punch. Good paralysis. Hits us with the Thrash. Second Thunder Punch will finish it off. We got our red Scale, and we're gonna pop Swinub up front. Keep working towards that pile of swine. Talk to Lance and get him to go to town, and then we're going to fall right behind. Dragonite Hyper Beam. Alright, we start off with a Drowsy, so we're going to Strength against it. We're just going to speed through this because these rockets here have really low level Pokemon. See, easy peasy. We'll just keep Swinub up front. And then Mud Slap through these Magnemites. Just like this. Hit the switch. Get the Guard Spec, and then let's go take on the guy with the 4 Rattatas. Maybe we get healed by Lance, so 800 experience points is 800 experience points. Alright. Getting close to getting our pile of swine. I don't think it'll happen this fight, but it'll definitely happen after the Golbat fight next. Powder Snow. No frozen bats, but that's fine. Alright. And there is our pile of swine. Pile of swine is trying to learn Fury Attack. What do you know? Nah, we'll pass. And here's our brand new pile of swine. Look at that big old boy. You barely see his eyes for just a second as he flops those ears. What a beautiful pile of swine. We'll swap Marowak up for the next few fights. And we'll read about Pile of Swine while we go through the next floor. So, still slow leveling rate. Pile of Swine is a big, brown, furry, porcine Pokemon with an impressive hump on its back. It also has 2 tusks made of ice, which seems small but can be lethal. I don't remember that they were made of ice. These tusks thicken when it snows, and they are smaller on a female than on a male. It has floppy ears that are sensitive to sound. Pile of Swine has 2 beady eyes in its head. However, these are usually covered up by tufts of fur. As it is usually unable to see, it checks its surroundings with a sensitive pick-like nose instead. As a result, Pile of Swine is constantly charging at foes when it moves. The hairs on its back stand up straight as a warning sign for this. Pile of Swine's thick fur allows it to survive in harsh, cold environments that it inhabits, such as icy caves, mountainous regions, and frozen tundra. Its fur is so long that it usually covers its legs. Its small hooved legs. Despite the small size of its legs, its hooves ensure even footing on icy ground. Pile of Swine often digs for food buried beneath the snow, and ice using its tusk. And our Gen 2 Pokedex information for Pile of Swine. Gold says, because of the long hair all over its body obscures its sight, it keeps charging repeatedly. Silver says, if it charges at an enemy, the hairs on its back stand straight up. It is very sensitive to sound. And Crystal says, although its legs are short, its rugged hooves prevent it from slipping even on icy ground. Good dealio. Wow, we missed this gloom on that first boomerang. We gotta get the password from you. Let's boomerang this Ditto. Keep it from doing anything. And then we have Raticate here. Headbutt. Now we'll swap over to Nidoqueen. X Special and a Protein. We're going to give... Now, so we have 2 people that we want to use the proteins on, but we'll give this first one to Pile of Swine. Ice Heal. Alright, Body Slam the Rattata. Ice Punch the Zubat. Body Slam the Rattata. We'll get Thief here. Open up this room and take on this executive. Let's Thunder Punch this Zubat. Body Slam the Raticate. Ooh. Still got the full paralysis on it. And then we have a Golfing, which will Fire Punch. Because it's explosive. It's a good idea. So we got the Hail Giovanni. We're going to swap Pylos Marowak up. I know that Marowak is a level higher than Nidoqueen, but Nidoqueen's will be good for taking on the Gloom and the Murkrow that we fight in this next executive fight. Of course, I guess we could use Piloswine against the Murkrow. Come to meet your doom. But we want to Boomerang this Arbok for sure. Hit that snake with that bone. Oh, let's Fire Punch it. Hangs on, uses Sweet Scent. Interesting choice. Now we'll Ice Punch it. Fire and Ice. And then we'll send out Piloswine for the Murkrow here. Get some action with this big ol' hairy boy. Powder Snow. Take out the Electrodes really fast. Alright, we get Whirlpool. Lance talks at us a bunch that he's very concerned. Alright. Let's let Piloswine start this fight in here. Take on these Swinubs. Good critical hit. Assert dominance against your kin. We're going to swap Nidoqueen up here for these Dugong fights. So these are going to be the hardest Pokemon in here to really face. The Dugongs. They have a ton of HP. Good paralysis. Oh, ho, 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 ho. That's not what I wanted to see. Uh-oh. Lowered our attack. Alright. Let's swap Piloswine up for the Jinx. Strength! And then we'll swap Nidoqueen over for these Shelters and Cloister. Easy peasy fights here. And we're going to keep Nidoqueen up to start the fight with Pryce. Thunder Punch the Dugong. Well, Nidoqueen is not going to win this. Let's swap out Piloswine already. Throw a rock at this Dugong. And then we'll let our Piloswine take on his Piloswine. It's a swine off. Let's drop his accuracy a little bit. Gets us with the Fury attack. You're gonna have a hard time hitting with those blizzards though, big boy. Kachuk. Good deal. Piloswine not even phased. We will teach Icy Wind here to Piloswine in place of Powder Snow. Alright, let's fly to Goldenrod and heal. Then we're going to hop down here. Let's swap Piloswine up. Nugget and a rare candy. Piloswine not messing around. Bam. Yep. Bam. We will swap for the Starmie. Alright, we got the level up there. Let's use... We'll just keep Piloswine up for these Cloisters. I understand they have a lot of defense, but Piloswine is not phased at all by these bivalves. Well, that's a little annoying. There we go. The confusion almost got us. We will give this Soft Sand to Marowak. Alright, let's hop into the shop. I got some stuff to sell. It looks like we have enough money. We're pretty close to enough money to getting Blizzard. So let's hop through the underground and get over to the game corner. We might be just a little short. Now that I look at it, I think we're like 3,000 short. We'll have to fight a couple rockets and then come back and finish. Maybe. Or we had exactly enough. We had enough. Alright. What is the TM number for Blizzard? $14. And we'll teach this to Piloswine. We'll get rid of Takedown for this. Alright. So, I'm going to take a short break to use the restroom and fill up my water. But we're going to continue on with another episode, so I'll just start the countdown timer again, and we'll be back here shortly.